I wasn't even planning on making a video, you guys. I really wasn't. I was trying to chill, and I'm looking at YouTube. I shouldn't have been looking at YouTube. But anyway, I came across some very interesting, very good videos that provided a lot of information about the success of this boycott. It's just been, like 3-4 days? And then also this brilliant young lady made an excellent point. Excellent point. It was in response to these Asians and other anti-black groups who constantly say all we do is steal. And black Americans, we don't even have to do nothing. We don't even have to put the spotlight on them like that. They have put the spotlight on them themselves. And I'll go more into it when I come back. Like, oh my God, thank you guys for showing up again. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, those who rock out with me and watch this video to the entirety, and also like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype a sister. Like, this is so totally cool. It's like rad, dudes. So let me go into what I was saying when I first started. Okay. This young lady, I've done a short on her before, maybe a couple of years ago. But anyway, she came out with an excellent point, man. And her point is so bomb, I'm going to play it now. And then I'm going to fill this video up with responses from our folks that want to throw out some education, and also people who went out on locations to show you guys that, yes, Black American women always show up and show out when they have had enough, and you challenge them. And this goes to some of you Black American men that came in with the nonsense, the naysayers. Oh, black women ain't gonna do this. Black women, this ain't the time to criticize. Because if we came for you guys, if we came for the juggler, you know how you be all up in your feelings if we generalized about you. So don't do that. Now it's the time to be positive and support. And I don't want to hear no, well, I want to be supportive. I want to be positive. But you know how black women, how black women are when it comes to their hair and their nails. Need I remind you that throughout history, when people have had enough, who was the one that was stepping up to the front line or stepping out on the front line? Wasn't it Black American women? Stepping up like, nah, we ain't dealing with this. So you really just have no faith? None? I have faith in you. I really do have faith in my Black American men. So I'm gonna need you guys to step up and show support. Now let's go on. Listen to this, sister.
Y'all, we need to start checking motherfuckers' degrees. We need to start checking motherfuckers' degrees. Because I'm not believing that motherfuckers are as smart as the world wants us to believe that they are. Let me tell you what these Asian motherfuckers have said, y'all, because this gonna blow y'all mind. These motherfuckers said, how the fuck we gonna boycott the place that we steal from? If your business been in business in our neighborhood for 20, 30 years, and we know that they have been there for 20, 30 motherfucking years, how does a business sustain itself with no income and no customers if we stealing shit? Because if we stealing everything and we don't bring money to the business, right? Because that's what y'all saying. That's why we can't boycott, because we stealing every damn thing. Then where your money coming from? How y'all making money?
Hold on, folks. She's not finished. I have to get the second part. But here's the thing. If we stole as much as these people like to frame it, why would you stay in a location for years losing money? Who in their right mind would stay in a location where they're losing money more than making money? Be it theft, be it low traffic. No one. You're not a good business-minded person if that's what you're doing. You're not as bright as this country try to make you seem if you're losing money and you're staying there. So I'm wondering, but I'll let her finish. Check this out.
How y'all making money? Is it because you got people in the business doing sucky for $5 and loving people long time and providing happy endings?
And before some of you guys get all in your feelings, like, ooh, that was a low blow, let me remind you of some busts that took place earlier this year with ICE.
Within the Chinese community have been dismantled, exposing shocking dark operations behind them. On July 19th, federal law enforcement raided another underground nightclub in Los Angeles, arresting dozens of people and seizing large amounts of criminal evidence, including drugs. Authorities stated that this nightclub was suspected of colluding with domestic organized crime groups. The video shows the nightclub hidden inside an inconspicuous commercial office building, with black reflective glass that made it appear abandoned from the outside. Inside, however, was a luxurious, modern nightclub with lighting, sound systems, and private rooms. When law enforcement raided the place, a white sedan quickly fled the parking lot, nearly colliding with a fire truck with its lights flashing. 2 Chinese men ran into the street. Armed agents outside shouted, "Open the door." Law enforcement agencies did not disclose the total number of people arrested, but mentioned that 9 individuals were detained for violating immigration laws and have entered the deportation process. On July 20th, the Los Angeles division of the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration posted on social media. Images showed dozens of men being handcuffed and sitting on the ground, a few Chinese women in tight tops and shorts, and law enforcement seizing large amounts of drugs, drug paraphernalia, credit cards, entire boxes of gift cards, and gambling equipment. Criminal gangs often operate in hidden places like apartment buildings or massage parlors.
Yes, the young lady's response to the anti-black comments and digging and taunting and mocking, it made me think back on the video I saw earlier, the clip you just saw in the clip you seen in the background. It just made me think about the exposure, the arrest, the underground clubs and businesses they have doing credit card fraud, drugs, the sex trade, or sex trafficking. So when they come in and always talk about us stealing from their businesses, and she said, well, how are you guys still in business all this time? Are you in business because you're doing illegal activities on the side? Possibly money laundering? I mean, what are you doing? If you say that's all we do, but you stay in our locations and you're still making hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars annually, so what else are you doing? All you did was cause people, because you know all kind of people look at these videos. You have law enforcement that look at these videos. So you got an administration who are coming off like they don't like anyone who is not white. European white American. So all you're going to do is cause them to open up an investigation to see how you're making your money, since you're saying that all we do is steal from your businesses in our community. That means your businesses, if that was true, your businesses should be shuttered. But since they're not shuttered, that means you guys are getting money some other kind of way. Now check out these other sisters. This sister right here, I'm going to play her video next. Much applause. I give her much respect because she's advocating, teaching you guys. She's offering classes because she's very passionate about this. She's like, I've had enough. And then, Black Americans, let me put you up on this. I'm sure you guys are aware of this. When you stop giving these people, these haters, your money, and they can't afford to operate, keep their businesses open in our community, that's a good thing for us. Because at the end of the day, no matter how racist these banks are, they want their money. So when they start putting signs on their businesses that they're closed or they're selling, that they're going out of business, you'll be able to go to the bank and be like, hey, I can buy this.
I just passed by a Boycott of an Asian hair store here in Houston. And immediately when I get on TikTok, I see a post of a young gentleman saying people all over the country are boycotting Asian hair stores and Asian nail salons because of what happened to Cyrus. The most liked comment said, why punish other businesses that had nothing to do that? And my response to that is very simple. Because I can't look at the color of your skin to determine whether you're friend or foe. For years, y'all have looked at the color of our skin and looped us all as criminals, as has-beens. We ain't gonna never be nothing, and we are tired. But when we do it to you, it's a problem. But Drea, we're not all like that. And I understand that you're not all like that. But I am not willing to walk into another store or into another business that don't have somebody that look like me to find out that you're not one of the cool ones. What do? We stop going to all of your establishments. We start supporting our own, period. I'm about to start putting together a series of Black Wall Street Zooms that is free, that is for everybody in the Black community that can come and start learning about resources in your area for you to support your own people. And I know know that there's an app out there that you can go to. I'm not talking about no app. I'm talking about real conversations, real people that you can connect to in your area.
This dare and the Cyrus verdict has caused Black Americans to rise up. I want to say you wouldn't believe how many Black-owned businesses there are, or how many independent operators and Black American women and people who are techs, nail techs, and massage therapists. It's incredible. It's like the Asian community and their businesses were allowed to overshadow our people, their skills, and their businesses. Go and find a Black American sister who knows how to do what you want to do, what you want them to do. And then people are all online. I did it myself on TikTok. I created a post as a directory for Black Americans to come in and list their skills and their businesses. And that's what we're doing. So it'll be easier for us to find you guys and don't have to run to a place that's convenient. People who take our money and basically, be kicking us in our ass and talking crap about us in their language while they're taking our bills. Now, this next brother, he was clowning. He really was. But at the end of the day, he was just saying that we are very resourceful and we are resilient. We had to be, or we would be extinct. Check this out.
I can't believe y'all let the Asian T-sister motherfucker on this out talking about that Black people boycott Asian businesses. They're going to take away the laundromat. Ain't a Black person alive that don't know how to stomp their clothes in the tub and get them whole clean. And plus, most of us got washers and dryers. Well, we'll take away the liquor stores. Who the fuck you think the original bootleggers are? We might not have that, but we gonna get drunk, nigga. We'll be all right. We know how to make moonshine, all kind of shit. Well, what about the Chinese drive-thru? If I wanted a dog that bad, you know how many strays run around this in America?
This guy is a straight comedian, but he brought some things to mind when he said the stray dogs. I would say, okay, come on now. How many of us thought to ourselves, what the F am I really eating? And that's so sad to have those thoughts and still eat it and still go buy it. Yes, I can admit I did that too. But one place I refused to, and it's been years since I went to this location. Those of you guys who are familiar with Southern California, Inglewood, California in particular, there is a shopping center. It's a shopping center it's on Florence and Market. They cross together, but anyway, it's a CVS and it's a Asian restaurant or Chinese restaurant that sell donuts. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, oh Lord, I went there years ago, right? And they would give you a large helping of food, and generally that's like, oh damn, look at all this food I'm getting for this amount of money I'm paying. You can either eat it later or the next day, right? You'll have some left over. One day I was eating the food. I was like, damn, this chicken is too damn big. Is this real chicken? And why are they giving us so much? These people stingy. You know damn well they stingy. They don't give you a lot of food. After that, I was like, I'm a little, nah, this ain't no chicken. Because you're giving me too much. And you guys are not known to be generous. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the takeout Chinese food, somebody recently said to me that their mother has never bought any Chinese food, never bought anything from Asian businesses, right? So anyway, she told me that her mother said she don't understand how her people buy food from people who hate them. She said she always thought that they were slow burning us. I never heard that before, that term. I said, slow burning? What does that mean? She said, slow burning, poisoning our food. You cannot tell me. The way they feel about us and the way they enjoy these colonizers, no matter how they treated them. And then somebody asked a question on this panel I was on TikTok. They said, and it always stayed in my mind, they said, who was actually under those capes, those sheets that the KKK wore? Who was actually under them, implying that it wasn't just white racists? Now listen to how this foreigner in my community was talking to me like they lost their damn mind. I went to this liquor store. I used to buy these incense. They had some bum smelling incense, right? And those of you guys who are familiar with the good smelling incense, like the real ones, they are on Van Ness and Century, that incense shop. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, they had some of those incense at that store. I went there to his store to get a couple of packs, and I don't know what I said to this man, but this man called me every name but a child of God. He called me all kind of bitches and hoes. Foreman. And it was a couple of black men in there. I was like, at that moment, I was like, mofos, if I ever wanted to dislike black men, it would have been that day. I said some things, I probably cursed back at them, but in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you don't even know me, fool. I am not a hoe. I don't give up my cookies to just anybody who say, oh, hey, you look nice today. You look beautiful today. You smell good. No, no, no. But anyway, let's get on. So, the next clip I'm going to show you, this black woman, a black American woman, she is just another fed up black American woman. See, when y'all get us fed up, things change. Check this out.
These communities, this is why I say it's such a dangerous thing to call us people of color. I think we made the biggest mistake by saying people of color. Don't group us. Black people are in one corner, everybody else is against us. Let's make it very clear. This is why I say I need to know who my allies are. You see how he felt so bold? Yeah. You know he's supported by the community. You know the white people support him. You know everybody else think this way of us. So stop grouping us as people of color. We are the black people. We are belonging in one group. Okay? We don't belong in no group with any other minority. Because Asian guy, if you're so bold, if you don't need the black dollar, here's the thing. Do what the white people did back in history when they hated us so much that they didn't even want our money.
You got people who have businesses in our neighborhoods that hate us. Hey, how about this? And here's a concept. You know, if you really want to be like white people hate black people so much at certain points in history, they don't even want your fucking money. How about trying that?
Money. So how about you go create those businesses in the white neighborhoods? I'll wait. Okay, you can't. Exactly. Because they won't allow you to go build those businesses in their neighborhoods and circulate your dollar there, right? You have to come to our neighborhoods so you can circulate your money in our neighborhoods. This is why I tell black people we need to keep the money circulating back in the black economy, black entertainers, black people that are celebrities, whatever you call it. Y'all need to understand that it's them against us, and we need to make sure that the dollar is circulating back into our own economy, because everybody feels so bold to call us out. Everybody is saying, oh, I bet you they won't spend their dollar here and there. Show them what we can do. Okay?
That's what that was.
We own this.
That was a call to action. That was a call to say, prove me wrong.
These people are strange. They're very weird to me because I'm the type of person, maybe it's maturity, I don't know. Maybe they like playing mind effing games. But when I really don't like dealing with something or a person, I stay away from it. You will rarely hear me speak of them. So that means I'm not going to put time and energy into telling you how much I dislike you. And then watching your videos and your content. That's weird to me. And for so many of these groups to be like, oh my God, here we go. Anti-black. Or no. What is it? Fatigue, black fatigue. Oh, I'm so black fatigue. I'm so tired. Is there a medication we could take for this? Like that kind of mentality, you know? But you're constantly in our comments. You're constantly watching our content. Matter of fact, you sound and walk and talk like us when you're so-called trying to check us. It's weird. If I had the money right now to buy 20 to 30,000 acres to selectively pick out my black folks to come build our own infrastructure to get away from these people, I would do it today. And I'm not just talking, because I've had enough of you. And the way we show these people that we've had enough of them is until we get that, have that ability to build our own infrastructure separate of them, show them by keeping your money away from them. Let them dry up. Since they come together against us, let them come together and support themselves. Why y'all so thirsty and angry for our money? That's what's weird about it. Why aren't you guys coming together and helping yourselves? This next clip, you have two Asian men talking about the failed ability that Asians have in grasping that if it wasn't for our people's blood, fight, sweat, and tears, they wouldn't be over here in mass numbers. Check this out.
If it wasn't for the civil rights movement, there would not be 22 million Asian Americans in this country. Thank you. What I have been trying to teach the Asian community is like, friends, do you understand that your success, your prosperity, your civil rights that you enjoy right now was paid for with black blood?
What's insane is no matter how many times this point is made, that if it wasn't for our people fighting for their rights, which ended up helping you, I would like to say, unfortunately, you would not be here taking part in the ability to garner the wealth that you have. You wouldn't be here. But you are so anti-black, so jealous, so envious, so intimidated, and admire us so much that you would cut off your face, you would cut off your nose to spite your face. It's ridiculous. So if you want to keep cutting off your nose, go ahead. I really don't care. So now let's look at some clips of people talking about how effective this blackout is. Not a boycott, it's a blackout.
The way y'all keep coming with excuses as to why these nail shops and other Asian businesses and restaurants and stuff are empty, y'all really don't believe that when black people set their minds to it, that they can actually stick to it and make differences. But then again, yes, y'all do. It's why y'all try so hard to convince us, like white supremacists have always done for so many years, that it doesn't matter when we unify, when clearly it does. But to see y'all writing all these excuses, it's a Monday, oh, it's still too early, or it's this, or maybe just people are standing on their word, black people, and keeping their money in black businesses. Bravo, black people. Look at this. On a major road again. Look at this. In a black neighborhood. Stop stalking our neighborhoods. Boycott Asian businesses. Let's make this a black-owned business, guys. Inglewood. Let's make this a black-owned beauty supply store. Let's go.
Mwah. Book appointment.
So we are supporting black businesses. I got one for you. Yes, you see this? See this? Yes. You see it? Yeah, I know. See it? Chazy Chic Boutique. She's here in Georgia. Listen.
This next clip is showing the anti-hatred, the disrespect, mocking, and taunting. And remember, folks, these people have businesses in our community, and they're showing you how they feel about you, how they are still willing to take your black dollars and then shove a pile of horse dung in your face while they're doing it. Check out what these Asian people or Asian business owners put on the windows of their business to taunt you. Hurry up and buy. And then the clips after this clip that I show you where they're mocking and taunting and, like somebody said, testing our gangsta. The clips that follow this clip is going to be our people reminding these people where they actually truly stand in this country, and then telling them in their face where we stand. Also, what you see painted on their storefront windows is what I just talked about in the video I uploaded yesterday. Or was it yesterday or the day before? It's like, wow, I just saw this video today. I just saw the clip that you're going to see. I just saw it today. Okay, check it out.
Man, what? Like, this is crazy.
I didn't like it had been there that long, but I came up here the other day and stood across the street and got some shopping.
This is crazy. Like, how bold could you be?
I know. You wouldn't think, man. It's like I didn't even see it. I saw somebody else out here standing up here looking at it. I was just walking down the sidewalk over there. I was like,
it's like premeditated, because it's like we just got the verdict from the Cyrus Carmack-Belton. There's no way you could have done that this quickly.
And look, I had to make the video bigger for you to see clearly in the background. You see who's in the background? You see that white guy? And then you see the two black characters from the movie at the checkout stand. And they're saying, hurry up and buy. And not paying any attention to the white guy. That's colonization loving. And how many black people were still going to that store? They are so bold with it. They're like, you're so stupid. You're so inferior that you would still come and shop at my market. Okay. Now, the next clips, as I said, is going to be some of our people throwing out some facts for these people who love colonizers to get a clearer understanding of how much they're actually despised and how they actually are, again, successful because of us. And then throwing out, some serious issues that are happening in the Asian business that a lot of people are overlooking, but it's illegal. Check this out.
Now that I'm on a roll talking about these Asian nail salons in the Black community, let's have another conversation. When I was going to open, I had to have a final inspection with the fire department. And the guy comes in, he asked me, what are you going to have going on here? I said, we have this, we have a cold plunge, we have a sauna, we have rooms, this, all of this amazing things. We also have nails. He goes, oh, did you hear what happened? I said, no, tell me what happened. He said, I went into this nail salon, beautiful nail salon down the road. I said, oh, I know of it. He said, we had to shut the whole place down. I said, well, why? He said, well, first and foremost, they had 20 plus nail people in there, all of these stations, but only one person had a license, okay? All of this stuff on the wall, they were not licensed nail techs, okay? Next, he said, then come to find out, I don't know who tipped them off or whatever, but they was in there selling cat, okay? It was a nail salon front, and it was cat in the back, okay? Now, what I noticed is that I said, wow, at the restaurant, they selling cat. At the nail salon, cat. The massage parlor, cat. All right, so keep in mind when you're seeing these prices, it's because there's other stuff. There's a lot of layers to this. We're not selling cat. I'm not selling cat.
So I assume the cat she's speaking of is not a cat as a pet. She's talking about between their legs. So they're actually doing, selling sex. And a lot of these immigrant businesses, it's easy for them to participate in illegal activities such as these because nobody's really watching them. It's easy to manipulate them, and they're kind of subservient when it comes to white folks. And then some of these people are getting paid off to look the other way. But when it comes to us, you know damn well. I'm not saying that some black folks don't divulge in illegal activity. That will be a lie. But they watch us hardcore. And as I said, by them doing this, being so arrogant and pompous and mocking, all they're doing is bringing attention to them that is going to cause their businesses to be closed by the feds. All right,
I did not want to be the one to say boycott Asian businesses, but look, after a few days, after the posts that I have made, after the comments that I've received, after the discourse that I've seen online from Asian Americans who have the most despicable shit to say to black people, boycott Asian businesses. But you know what? Don't just do it because I told you to. I'm about to give you every reason that you need to boycott Asian businesses, and this shit runs deep. Now, look, bro, I'm not saying this because I'm anti-Asian, but what I am is pro-black economic sovereignty, and what they have been doing in our neighborhoods for the longest has been profiting off of our pain, and that shit needs to end. American racism has created self-destructive practices as well as self-hatred that is the direct thing that Asian American businesses profit off of. Look at it this way. Black Americans spend $2.5 billion annually on hair care, and yet only own a fraction of the stores that cater to hair care. Distribution markets are blocked specifically to keep black entrepreneurs out of the market for their own hair. Additionally, what these stores will sell is bleaching cream, right? We know that colorism is prevalent across the entire planet. Bleaching is a $10 billion industry, and it is driven by anti-blackness. And what these Asian American store owners will do is they will put it at the forefront of their stores. This is not even to mention the fact that they have zero knowledge on our hair, on our skin, on anything, but they believe that they're qualified to sell the things to us. You see these beauty supplies before. It's black women with bone straight hair on the front of them because they will never show us in our natural state, because they want us specifically to buy into the beauty standard so that we go to their stores and buy everything that we need to do it, whether it be a relaxer, whether it be a straightener, whether it be bleach, whether it be, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. But fuck the beauty supplies for a second. We're going to talk about these gas stations because we all know about them. There are zoning laws in white neighborhoods that prohibit gas stations from selling alcohol, tobacco, as well as gambling supplies within school zones, but these laws do not protect black kids from the same things. And what Asian American store owners will historically do is use these things to lure in black people. They will sell immense amounts of alcohol. They will sell a ridiculous amount of tobacco. They will have slot machines at the front door. These are the only gas stations where you will ever see this. But let's talk about them nail salons. Black women and queer black men popularized long acrylic nails, and now they will charge a premium price for the exact thing that we popularized and sell it right back to the people who did it. We built the culture. We fund the stores. We should own the market market. I'm not calling for the boycott of Asian American businesses in the practice to be anti-Asian. But what I am saying is that black people need to own the things that provide to black people. We need to own and respect ourselves. We need to sell to ourselves. We need to stop allowing other people to come in and profit off of our pain. This needs to stop. Especially if profiting off of our pain means that you get to shoot our children in the back.
A school does not want to admit me because I'm Asian American, then there's not much I can do about that because it's a part of me that I just can't get rid of.
Some of y'all just learned the hard way. You were not the competition. A lot of people really thought getting rid of affirmative action was going to give them more opportunities. If you move more black people out of the way, suddenly you the next person in line. No, that's not how this works. What you fail to understand is this. Black Americans weren't just in the race. We were the ones fighting to make sure that the race was fair in the first place. That wasn't competition. That was infrastructure. It's like seeing somebody hold a ladder steady and you kick it thinking you about to climb faster. Now the ladder gone and everybody on the ground. And here's the part that really stings. You thought removing black people would make all this easier. All it did was show you they weren't holding you back. They just weren't planning to let you in either. So I want to ask y'all, do you think this was a miscalculation by people who wanted to get rid of this? And now they're waking up to realizing who was actually on their side? Because I know I don't think folks are waking up at all. And if anything, they're still confused about how come I didn't get...
Tit. To the Asian motherfucker that said that black people can never boycott us because we need you guys. No, fuck, nigga, we don't. We don't need you. Let's historically talk about something called redlining. The reason why you go to any black neighborhood, you find an Asian store, be it a fucking hair store, a liquor store, corner store, whatever. Do you know why that is, bitch? It's because when y'all went into white neighborhoods and wanted loans from banks, they denied you. If your address for your so-called business was going to be in a white neighborhood or predominantly white area, they would say, no, we're not giving you that. We won't give you a loan for that. But they would give you a loan if you put your business in a black neighborhood, meaning you're not good enough for them, but they felt like you were good enough for us. We were doing well before you got to this because we had what? Black-owned businesses that did the exact same fucking thing that you guys are doing. But because of redlining, bitch, in the late 60s and early 70s, y'all came over this bitch and they started giving our business loans to y'all fuckers. That's what happened. You won't go into any area that's predominantly white and find any fucking Asian hair store. You know why? It's not because white people don't need hair products. Bitch, they don't want you there. They don't want you there. You will not go to any white predominantly area and find, guess what? An all Asian fucking corner store or gas station. No. You won't find that. You won't find y'all mother asses nowhere as far as owning a business in a white neighborhood or predominantly white area ever. You won't. You might live there. But the sad thing is, though, you will never be able to, in America, especially under this regime, you will never be able to open a business where you live at. You won't, because you're not good enough for them people. The same way you try to shit on us, bitch, we have something, our own neighborhoods with black businesses. Because the day yours closed down, we can buy your business and open ours right up. Because the day yours closed down, we can buy your business and open ours right up. We can do that. Where we live, in our neighborhoods. Can you do the same? Can you do the same? Because unlike black people, y'all don't live amongst yourselves. Y'all don't live amongst your own. You don't. You may shop amongst your own in Chinatown, those Oriental places, but y'all don't live amongst your own. Go to Chinatown, in any area. They don't live there. There's just stores there. And usually Chinatown is run down, usually. It is. So get the fuck out of my face talking about we need y'all. You need us because the only way you guys are going to make a profit is if we give you the money because they don't feel like you guys are worth it. Yeah, how about that?
And that is where I can come in and say, I guess she told you. You guys motivated some black folks. You guys, you put fuel in the fire, dynamite, and any other flammable liquid you can find. That's what you threw in that fire. Thank you for doing what you did. For black folks to be like, the ones that were still giving you a chance to be like, F that. I'm done. White folks didn't tell y'all not to do this, not to ton us like that, because they learned some very valuable lessons. Target. That's just one example. But they didn't tell you to be careful. Oh, you know what? They probably wanted this to happen for you. You guys don't realize how sinister these people are. That's what we kept I'm trying to tell you. But now we really don't care. Learn the hard way. Learn the hard way, Funk Leroy. Because that seems like that's the only way you guys gonna learn. Because anytime we say something, you say we're lying and we're being lazy. So, wait, we just won't tell you anything else. I'm done. I'm so done. Anyway, I'm done with these folks who think they're so much smarter than us. And I'm actually done with this video. All of you guys who rocked out with me to the end, thank you for your support. Thank you for liking again, commenting and subscribing and hyping a sister. Also, I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe and take care.